I've created Quicken accounts for my personal and business checking accounts, credit card accounts, and so on. Now we'll enter checks we've written in the checking account. We'll use the personal checking account, but we use any account the same way. We'll start with the check we wrote for groceries, which reminds me, I've got to call my mom back. Quicken is open at the checking register. In the date field, it displays today's date. We can use the plus and minus keys to increase or decrease the date. For a check we wrote 3 days ago, we just press the minus key 3 times. Then we tab to the number field. We could type a check number, but to enter the next check number, we just type N. Then we tab to the payee field and type that in. We tab to the payment field and type in the check amount. Then we tab to the category field. Quicken uses categories to organize types of income and expenses. For example, there are categories for clothing, groceries, etc. Some categories have subcategories, like the auto category. That has subcategories for things like fuel and service. Quicken comes with a list of categories for typical income and expenses, and we can easily add our own categories and subcategories to the list. As soon as we start typing, Quicken displays the first category from the list that fits what we've typed. This continues as we keep typing. When the category we want displays, we don't have to finish typing it. We just tab to the memo field. This is one of Quicken's quick fill features, which help us quickly fill in our transactions. We'll use quick fill often. In the optional memo field, we can type whatever we want for our own reference. The transaction info is typed in. To record it, we can click on Record in the Register buttons, or we press Enter. We press Enter, the computer beeps, and the transaction is recorded. With Quicken, there's no extra step to save the data we've entered. It's done automatically when we record it. Now we'll enter the next check we wrote 2 days ago for an oil change. Notice that the date field of the next transaction shows the date we just used. We press the plus key to add a day, then tab to the number field. Plus and minus will also change the check number, by the way. This time, to enter the check number, we click on the drop-down arrow in the number field. We get a list of choices for what we can enter here. We click on Next Check Number. We move to the Payee field. We start typing the payee, and Quick Fill displays the first one that fits from a list of memorized transactions. Quicken is set up to memorize our transactions to a list when we type them in. It uses this list, like the category list, to help us fill in our transactions for payees we've used before. It shows the memorized transaction above the register line. This is the payee we want, so we tab to Payment. Quick Fill enters the memorized information in the other fields, so we can use it if we want. We enter the new amount. Notice that the category Auto has a subcategory Service separated by a colon. Since these are right for this transaction too, we just type a new memo. Then we press Enter to record. Memorized transactions make Quicken even easier to use. Now we'll enter cash that we got from the ATM a week ago. We'll use the Calendar button to select a date. We just click on the date and it's entered. In the number field we type A, and Quick Fill displays ATM. For the payee we start to type cash. Quick Fill offers the memorized transaction, which is the same as this one, so we just press Enter. Quicken records the transaction and automatically sorts it by date. That's how easy it is to enter transactions for checks and withdrawals. Deposits are the same, except that the Tab key moves you automatically to the Deposit field, just as you'd expect. It's also easy to change transactions. If, for example, you made a mistake, which, okay, I do once in a while. While looking through the register, using the up and down arrow keys, we notice an incorrect amount. This should be $19.85, not $119.85. We click to select it and to position the cursor. Then we fix the error. It's that easy. We press up arrow to move to another transaction. Because we didn't record it, a dialog box opens telling us we've modified the transaction and asking us if we want to save the changes. We do, so we press enter to select the default yes. You can also delete an entire transaction, but make sure that's what you want to do. As you've seen, Quicken makes it easy to enter and work with transactions to help you keep up with all of your financial activity.